So can I introduce you to one of the students? His name is Joris Dingel also. Joris, these are our NEOS audience members. I think we have quite a impressive group of NEOS VIPs. So it's now up to you to explain a little bit what kind of experience we're going to see and what the rules are that you guys made up for our engagement with your world.
Yeah, of course. Let's see if I have an avatar that I can use to explain a little about what you can expect. Give me 2 seconds to get it. It's... Yeah, okay. So, we are currently working on a mixed reality metaverse performance piece. And today you're going to experience our first actual real test that we're going to do with you guys. In a minute, we are going to the other world, which I call the Nexus of Forgotten Memories. And in there, I will be the owner, and you can recognize me due to my pink avatar. When you guys spawn in, you will all get this avatar, or a variation of this one, with a blue shader texture on it. And so now I'm going to introduce you to the entire concept, to the narrative. You will all enter that world as forgotten memories. What that means is, in this world, every object that people own has memories inside of them. And it is our job as owners of the Nexus of Forgotten Memories to get the memories that have been forgotten from items that belong to people that died or items that have been thrown away, and rediscover the memories that are inside of them. Let's see, when we get there, one important thing is that I want you all to go on mute, because your audio otherwise will get picked up by the studio. Also, when we get there, please go into fly mode and just follow me. Let's see, is there anything else? Yes, there's something else I need to explain. The entire performance is about memories that are returning, which means that the world itself will take the shape of the memory. When that happens, there will be empty avatars there, and we need you guys' help to bring the memory to life. And you can do that by entering the avatars that will appear and just float around, just become what you think you should do. Don't be afraid to go through the performance piece, because we made sure that you will not be able to disrupt it. So just have fun and enjoy. When you go into the other avatar, don't be afraid. Don't worry about your own avatar. Just leave it there. And yeah, that's about it. Just have fun, enjoy, and I hope everything will go, go as planned.
Is this one running? Can we go in?
Yeah, you can go in.
It's running.
And then Joris, to make sure when we're in, we mute ourselves and we follow you. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And go to fly mode.
And go in fly mode.
Okay.
All right.
Fly mode, mute, follow you. Got it.
I can only choose one, since I am just the collector of precious memories, and I need the most special ones. But in order to determine which memory is the most valuable, I have to relive them in some way to know what those memories mean. For that, I made a very special device that lets you literally enter the memory that are attached to the objects. Is everything clear so far? Because I know it's a lot. Are there questions so far? No? Okay. Then let me get to the point. Because to be able to handle the device, you need to have a very sensitive touch. And you need someone to help you, someone who's stable and reliable. I am not really exceeding in all of those qualities. So in other words, I need two of you to help me relive the memories and then choose one for me. So who of you three, would like to help me? All right? Well, you can come over here. When you enter the world of memories to relive them, it's very important that you keep connection to this world and be stable on the ground. For that, I want to ask you both to take your shoes off. You can use those chairs to make it easier for you. Okay, then I'll come back to you. For you, it's just observing. It's a very fun process to look at. So just observe and enjoy. But for that, I also have this device. This device is literally a portal into the world of memories. If you move it around, you can see it follows your direct movement in the world. Can you see that? Yeah. There you go. So you can use that to observe everything. But it might be able that you encounter some lost memories. I hear they are also floating around in that world. If you do, please try to get a glimpse of them, because I would love to see which memories float around in there. Is that all clear for you? Yeah, just look at them, get a glimpse of them, just observe everything that's happening here. Do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay. All right, then let me get back to you two. One of you is going to enter the world of memories to relive them. But in order to determine which one is most suited for that job, I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you don't feel comfortable answering any of these questions, feel free not to do so. So, first question. Do you, generally speaking, have warm hands?
No.
No. For you?
Warm hands?
Yeah, generally speaking. No. Okay. Then second question. What is your oldest memory?
Ooh, I was like really tiny and I had two rubber shoes on. And I stepped with the red one, the other one was blue, into something sharp. Started bleeding, so the red was bleeding and the blue was good. Okay.
Okay, well, fun memory. Well, not fun memory, but an old one. And for you?
I lived in Australia then. There was a lift that went up to the house, but it wasn't up. I used to run down there.
Okay.
My parents took the lift.
Okay.
And those are my...
And do you remember how big you were back then?
Probably
4. Yeah, okay. Then the next question. If somebody is standing behind you without saying or doing anything to notify you that they're there, can you sense them?
I think everybody can sense them on a level, but I'm mostly busy with my own thing and running around, so I don't have good idle environment.
Okay, yeah. And for you?
I always feel like there's someone behind me.
Okay. And the last question is, do you, generally speaking, attach a lot of emotional value to objects?
No, not at all.
Okay, for you?
I've started doing it less.
Okay, okay. So with the answers that you gave me in mind, I think that you are the most suited to enter the world of memories, and you will help him through that process. Okay? So if you would both follow me over here.
Over here?
Yeah. All right. So, to start with you. for you, we have this device. This device makes you visible in the world of memories. If you can look over there, you see that white orb? Yeah, that's you. Okay? So, let's see. You can put it on your head, on top of your head, and then you strap the cord around your chin and you clip it on this side. Make sure that the clip is on the left side of your head. Okay? Can you do it yourself or should I help you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can make it bigger on the bottom. Oh, you don't have to rush it. Yes, perfect. Yes. So remember that you can also always see yourself over there. Yeah? And you can now enter the process space. Yes. Well, for you, we have this device. This device makes you able to see into the world of memories. You can also see that we can see your vision over there. The only thing is, we did hear that the vision is not one-to-one. So keep that in mind while you're communicating. Then, once you put it on, you will see a door in front of you. That's your first task. You go through the door and enter the process space in the world of memories. Yeah? After you've done that, you'll need to find the memories that are attached to the objects. You can see the objects over here, but they will be, well, I don't think they will look exactly the same as they do here. You also need to help him with this, okay? Then the next thing, you see it's attached to a wire. It can only go so far. This is also where you have to help him. You have to notify him when he is reaching the end of the wire or if it's stuck behind something, yeah? Yeah. You need to make sure he doesn't bump into anything and that he can move around freely. The guide, indeed, you can call it that. Once you've found a memory, you'll need to activate it before you can relive it. This is different for every memory, but I've heard that you have to use the object in the same way it has been used in the memory. Yeah? For the objects, I recommend you start with the chair. Yeah? Then, once you've activated the memory, just watch and observe and take it all in. You don't have to do anything while you're reliving the memory. Okay? Once you've had all the three memories and you've relived all three of them, you'll together need to judge which one is the most valuable. That's what it's all about in the end. Yeah? Well, I know it's a lot to take in, so I'll recap it slowly for you. First task, go through the door and enter the process space. Then you'll need to find the objects with the memories attached to them. Then you'll need to activate a memory. Then you can relive it and just take it all in. After 3 memories, you have to decide which one was most valuable. Also for you, you might be able to see some lost memories floating around in there. Yeah. Don't worry about them, they can't harm you in any way. Okay? Yes. So now you can put on the headset. Okay.
How do you actually activate a memory?
We're not sure it's different for every object, but you have to use the object in the same way it has been used in the memory. That's all we know. So try to use your intuition and your imagination and try to figure out what that handling precisely is. All right, can you see the door in front of you?
The long door.
Terug naar Discord. Can you see the door? All right, you enter the process space. Now you have to find the first memory.
Okay, so if you follow my voice, then there's a door. Hello, oh, yeah. You go a bit lower. Yeah. You found it. What are you supposed to do with it? Yes, go sit on it. Here. Yeah, right. See anything different? Oh.
white box.
God fucking piece of dog shit, worthless hellhole. Fuck, what a shit day and what a shit store. Fina's looking at me. I think she's angry. I try to understand her, but I can't seem to grasp why she's angry. Is she angry with me? Is that fair? I wasn't home this entire day. It couldn't be that she's mad at me. Before she takes off her coat, she zips open a small pocket on her breast and takes out a key. What looks like a moment of doubt turns into a confident stride towards the back door of the garden. With a sigh, somewhere between frustration and exhaustion, she turns the key counterclockwise in the lock. The sun isn't shining today, but it's still warmer out than I expected it to be. Beneath her coat, Fina's wearing a white blouse with sleeves that flutter beautifully on a windy day. Occasionally they get in her food and I hear her curse. As long as I've known her, she wears mostly skirts. Today the choice is what I describe as red or purple. I can feel that underneath that purple-red skirt and white blouse with flappy sleeves, she's got a lot of frustration, so I follow her outside. She trusts me and I always hope that me being close to her helps her somewhat. There's a small doorstep on the way outside. Recently I've started noticing that I find it harder to lift myself over it. Her old, weary eyes look at me. The small crevices around the corners of her white tighten a bit. Relief, or calm, I hope. Somewhere in the back of my mind I always thought this only happened to old folks, that I would be the one that would be able to keep running. Look at us now. A walk that takes us further than a garden is almost too much. I really do wind myself up too much over all of this, don't I? She releases a tired giggle. I respond, happy, and in my own way I probably show some relief as well. Before I can give a clearer response, she's already shuffling back inside. In our living room there stands a dark, oaken cabinet full of scratches. Those scratches were made by cats back when they still lived in this house. It never annoyed us that our things could get old and might go lost. If you'd open the left door you would find books, full of pictures of us when we were a lot younger. There's also a lot of kids and animals, many of whom I've never known. All of the books have a small paper on them that says what's in them. Since the time Fien accidentally served me cat food as dinner, there have been notes all over the house with explanations of what everything is. Today she opens the right door of the cabinet and finds a black with red record player. There's a note here as well, although I can't see it well from where I'm watching now. She doesn't need to read this paper to know what she must do. Her hands caress the multiple records and take precisely the one they want. The needle trembles in her loose grasp, before eventually finding its way to the right place. I love her music very much. I see her sitting on the floor, her purple-red hands resting on a purple-red skirt. I love her so much. She beckons me to sit with her on the large chair, even though it just barely fits us two. Her warmth circles around me like a blanket around a newborn baby. I feel between the music and her warmth, I feel that's where I am. From the cabinet she takes an empty note and a pen and writes something down. With the most beautiful eyes in the whole world she looks at me, for now and forever. And she sticks the note at my head. My father once wrote, "A boy lives only in his early dreams, catchy tunes in his head, lyrics without fear. He does not yet know what to believe, or if he should believe at all, but faith alone is what keeps him going." Tu enlèves ver? Tu? Aussi nous que? Tu es né? She smirks as she says that. Y a-t-il des cris et beaucoup de sang de ma mère? It's windy today, my hair is blowing into my mouth. Dépêchez-vous. We've been cycling all day to get here. It's a wonder how much energy she still has. Now I see her standing before me in front of a high, chalk-white cliffside. Rough yellow, grey-colored sand and small seashells under our feet. The way she interacts with me is fascinating to me. In one moment she shows me her full interest, like she wants to climb inside of me and discover everything I have in her. The next moment she's making playful remarks, throwing rocks, joking that I should take my clothes off. Then seriousness again, showing only in her eyebrows. And now I am taking off my blouse. Her hair is shorter than mine, too short to comb well, but is starting to show the need. No jewelry in her face, but around her neck, atop her breast, a small ring, silver, dangling on a thin chain. Beneath that, a low-hanging pendant, golden. All this is resting on top of a couple of sizes too big blouse, beige is the main color. Patterned with green leaves, a couple of spots of dark red roses, painted on herself. In her hands lives a camera, screaming for attention, inquiring an image of me. Normandy coast, a place that I often go to visit for fun. I've seen parts of it as a kid, on family trips, Dieppe, Le Havre, Le Tréport, but never the cliffs in between. Saint Marguerite-sur-Mer, there's a bunker here that fell off the cliff in World War II. Broken, forgotten pieces lie here now on the beach, bigger than I expected, in a pose that looks like the Nazis won the war on gravity. I can see now why she wanted to go photograph me here. I can't see why I'm taking off all my clothes. N'enlève pas tes bottes. She points at my feet. Pourquoi? Ils sont mignons. Kind of a relief, no sand between my toes, although I wouldn't really call my boots pretty. They're old brown leather boots, once pulled from my mother's dead body by my sister. If that's funny or morbid, I'm not sure yet. There I stand, naked as the day I was born, my firm buttocks bare towards her. Large, graceless boots below my thin, gaunt limbs. I look at the bunker and wonder how it can be so massive, so brutish and yet so vulnerable. I'm down in my boots, think of my mother, of how I had to look up at her. Saw more of her boots than her face in the end. I think of that kid and all his dreams. Think of how I must look right now, through the lens of the camera, between white, foaming waves that keep smashing themselves into a solid piece of grueling history. With no color, large and small at the same time, shoddy boots, jaggy legs, bare bum, in front of a seemingly endless sea, unsure to be nude, sure to be nude. Will the painting she's going to make look just like this photo? Tu es belle. Click.
Okay, open the menu. What's the deal? My dream reality.
This house?
Menus. I think that's how it works, right? I don't want to do it. I'll give it to you. My guy, you are my eyes. You hear people, so. You hear that as well, right?
Yeah, like in the cafe on the beach or something.
I don't see people.
Okay, I live it in. Now it's supposed to be. No, it's supposed to be. This generation found out this world.
I don't think
Yeah, that's really what it all happened. Do you stop? Is it your I don't know if I think it is not.
There's some bed here.
Doesn't go that way. I didn't see that.
There's no basket.
Everyone around me is taller than I am. I'm guessing it's spring, as they're wearing lots of color. I see blouses, shirts in bright reds, azure blues, unnatural greens, most with something of a nature pattern. I look down, it's spring on me as well. A red with purple spotted shirt, prints of dinos and surfboards. We're at a Pink Floyd concert, I think. They're playing something of the dark side of the moon. I don't recognize everything they play, but I do know this one. I'm sweating like crazy. It's unbearably hot. For a moment everything turns black and I almost lose my balance. I breathe in and out a couple of times, deeply, and focus on the ground. Stare at my socks, blue ankle-high socks. Why am I not wearing shoes? You speak to me. I see you sitting there on your knees, staring at something above. You've put on a long black vest that hangs a bit beneath your hips. With your growing, muddled head of hair that just doesn't reach your shoulders, you remind me of a French woman staring out of her window. Look, the clouds are becoming dragons. I lower myself to my knees and sit down next to you. We look through the attic window and I try to see what you see, but I get lost in my own vision. Across from us, there are other houses where you can just look into the attic windows. You're pointing at the clouds, ash grey shapes in front, sheet white in the back. How they're forming a dragon. An eastern one, broad mouth, large eyes. I nod and try to see it. Tell you I see it, even though I just see clouds. I look at that attic window again, dream about who comes there every day, what they're doing in there. I lose myself in that dream for a moment, and find myself standing in their attic. I see two standing lights turned off, their hoods turned yellow from the sunlight, a worn-out couch covered with a plastic rag to keep insects and dust off, an easel for portraits of men wearing either a flat cap or a beret, a wooden box where I'm guessing is where the paints and brushes are kept. I hear a whistle behind me. Turn around. My eyes have to adjust to how dark it is in here compared to outside. The far walls constantly changing color. Blue, green, yellow, red, pink, purple, and back to blue again. There's a keyboard flat against the wall, unused for a long time. The roof is slanted towards the middle of the room. On this middle line there hang different blouses on clothes hooks, lots of different bright colors that cheer you up. You've already removed your French vest again and are standing before me with one of those spring blouses. There's a new song coming on. I feel the loss of my body again and lower myself to the floor, leaning against your bed. You're standing there, start buttoning up your newly won blouse and begin to dance. This is a special moment. I know this moment is special and you're a special person. In all your innocence, beneath 5 colored blouses, you're dancing from the core of your body into your wild head of hair. Dancing here with this music and these blouses, it feels like we're living somewhere in the 80s. My eyes try to create images that I can cherish in the future. Perhaps one day I'll share them with you. Maybe I'll let you dance again. The whole world lives, the whole world colors. It's the year 2020 and we're sitting in a small attic in Utrecht. I dream and you dance, as if eternity exists and is our lover.
So now successfully you've seen all the 3 memories. Now you have to determine which one was the most valuable. If you've selected one, you can put the object in the middle of the space. You can see the light over there. You can put the object in the light, the object of your choosing, the memory of your choosing. After that you can take your device, and after that you can leave the process space. Right?
You saw what I saw, right? Yeah, I had you saw it as well, right? Not here. Sure, you're not here? Up to us. This one I was with the second was you heard of it. You were studying. Okay, I'm going to go with that and use it. Understand. This is really sexual originally, but also friends. It's also that's I know I dance with their dog. You're the most stuff like this.
So now you can lead him outside of the process space.
Thank you.
thank you all for your attention. This was the end of our experience.